Hey everyone, in today's video I want to talk about the Portal of Peril in Wizard101, and I think this has to be the buggiest feature ever put out in the history of Wizard101. Now that's one hell of a way to start a video, Liam. But guys, if you are a PvE player who have been wanting to do the Portal of Peril and stuff like that, all you've really been left with is disappointment. The Portal of Peril came out in spring 2024, and players were really excited to see what the new Fairgrounds was going to be like, because if you don't know, Fairgrounds was shut down for a short amount of time in Wizard101, and they kind of did like a revamp and audit and put the Portal of Peril in. And a lot of players were very hyped to see what was going to get changed, you know, because the commons and the fairgrounds, all of these places in the game are very, you know, important and like nostalgic to the player. Portal of Peril came out, and the idea honestly wasn't bad. You know, you have this gauntlet where you can go back and do these older DLC dungeons where you don't have to pay, where you don't have to have friends really. You can just go in the sigil, team up, and do it with people and farm stuff that is very inaccessible. For example, the rock mount, right? It's a stat mount that gives 3% power pips, and it's very good in PvP and raids or certain PvE builds as well. In the past, before Portal of Peril came out, the best way to get the rock mount was actually to simply pay to win, which is why players like myself and others in the community considered, you know, Chompy Brontos, Cultures, you know, Rock, Pierce mounts, all pay to win, because the grind and, you know, just trying to find the gauntlet was so inaccessible and unreasonable. You're better off just, you know, paying to win, essentially. So right off the bat, the Portal of Peril seeked to solve some of these issues, which is really good, and I'm happy about that. Also, another positive of the Portal of Peril is you can actually get some inaccessible things in the game simply by just grinding the Portal of Peril. So a good idea or a good, you know, concept was the gold keys, right? Gold keys are very rare now, but you can get them in the Portal of Peril, which A, does not require membership, and B, is not, you know, that inaccessible. You just have to go to the fairgrounds and the commons, team up, and boom, farm a bit, you can get a gold key. Now we could argue the drop rate of the fortune coin and all is too low, the price is too high, that is for another time, but generally the rewards in here are pretty good, right? You can get spell elements just by, you know, being in the commons, farming this event, you know, TC for PvP as well, all that great stuff, and you can also get tournament tokens here as well. A lot of guys, or a lot of players, are probably like, oh, well, why? What is the problem here, Liam? Now, the issue with the Portal of Peril is the fact that it just doesn't work. And when I say that, I'm not exaggerating. The Portal of Peril literally doesn't work. Ever since this came out, it's been very buggy. I don't think we've had a single Portal of Peril that's been like working as intended, or, you know, very high quality, you know. So, for example, the last Portal of Peril we had was the Grand Tourney one, but they had to actually pull that out. This Grand Tourney gauntlet was bugged because the sigil was bugged. Basically, if you went in, you would get level scaled down, even though like you're not a lower level, and the only way to actually do it was to team up. The team up was the only thing that would work. So they pull the buggy one that isn't working for most of the players in the game, and they put in another one that is bugged and unplayable. Now, this one is a little bit different in terms of the bugs. This one, the level scaling doesn't work at all. You can duplicate the mobs and the bosses inside, so what a lot of players are doing is they're pulling the last boss like 4 times, basically, to get 4 times the loot and 4 times the drop rate in the Portal of Peril. Now, this is a big deal because you actually have limited credits per day, very similar to the Decathlon if you guys play that mode. So basically, you can get 4 times the value per credit by doing this, and it's basically an exploit and all. We don't know if players will get banned for doing it. Also, players are able to teleport inside of the gauntlet, even though it is, again, a token-based system very similar to Decathlon. So yeah, that is the most recent event that has happened in the portal apparel, and before that they were all extremely buggy as well. If you guys want to check out Richard Unicorn Caller, he posts a lot of videos talking about the bugs and stuff like that, because I personally don't really do a lot of portal apparel. I'm just, you know, not really that interested in it. I did it like once or twice, and that was good enough for me for the PvE content. But generally, I have basically everything in the game, from all the rewards here. I've already paid for all the mounts, stuff like that. So there's really no reason for me to go in and do the portal apparel, unfortunately, aside from the PvE content. But yeah, man, it's a little sad to see that the portal apparel has been out since spring, and we still haven't had like a fully, you know, functioning portal apparel event, you know, positive, well received portal apparel event, because all the bugs in the game, you know. And like I said, it's very sad to see, guys, because this event is really cool, and like I said, the idea and, you know, the way they wanted to improve the quality of life features in the game, like trying to get rid of pay to win stuff and make an accessible free to play way via portal apparel, I think that was great, and I think we need to give them credit for that. And I always do here on the channel. I really want to highlight the positives in this video, because I kind of knew this video was going to be like really negative and all, and I know people like to be like, oh, you're such a negative Nancy, and Liam, but I generally do try to give KingsHawk credit for when they have a good idea, when they execute something really well. I do give credit where it's due, but the reality is there are a lot more bugs in this game than there is, like, you know, good positive things to come out of it. So yeah, man, I really hope that they can get the portal apparel fixed for the players, because I see a lot of players participate in this event, and rightfully so, right? It's PvE content. Even me, I don't even know some of these gauntlets, never done them before, so I can just go in, do it, and see what it's like. Really cool idea for PvE players and all. And you can also farm cool stat mounts and really rare stuff via the rewards of the portal apparel. So a really good idea, but I think players are kind of just, you know, getting tired, losing trust and faith in KingsIsle, because we're taking 6 months to just make something work. And there's so many players that just want to do the portal apparel. I see so many people outside of the portal apparel just want to do it, but they can't, even though it's 6 months later. And I really hope this stuff can get fixed and all, because I want the players to be happy. I want this game to be great like it once was. I do think we are moving in the right direction for some elements in the game, but some stuff like this, the portal apparel, just really makes me question the integrity of KingsIsle as a whole, unfortunately. Anyways, guys, that's everything I got for the video today. Let me know your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments below. I thought I would make this, you know, a video because I think it's very important to talk about stuff like this, and I think it's generally Wizard101's buggiest feature, if I had to guess. Leave a like and a sub if you made it this far. It means a lot, guys, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and take care.